Right, so if we just go through some of the basics again, one of the most important things is the cost. Okay, cost. C-A-S-T. Cost. Okay, so obviously then you have to remember that the cost is over there. Okay, all there, sine there, and tan over there. So if you remember the cost, you remember where they're positive. This is where cost is positive, tan positive over here, sine positive there, and all of them are positive there. Okay. So we always start that when you're here, you go anti-clockwise around. So any angle between 0 and 90, you call theta. Okay. Like theta can be, for instance, 25 degrees or 45 or whatever. But we say this is our first quadrant. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Okay. So in this one, we call it theta. And then here, we call it 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta. So think about it. Let's say theta is 45. And here it will be 180 minus 45, 135. Because if you go all the way up to 90, and you keep on going, you are between 90 and 180. Okay, so let's say theta is 30 degrees, somewhere here, because you start there and you go up 30 degrees until you get to the angle between 0 and 90. So obviously we can also put in here 0, 90, 180, 270, and then it ends here at 360. So I'll just write in brackets 360. Okay, so you go all the way around to 360. Okay, then this is theta. If the angle is somewhere between 0 and 90, we can say like, let's make it 60 degrees. So then it's going to go up to around about there. If it goes into the second quadrant, it's going to be between 90 and 180. Like 180 minus 60 is 120. So then it goes all the way to 120. And then this part, the third quadrant, we say it's 180 plus theta. And the last part is 360 minus theta. Okay, so one of the most important things with the trigonometry to remember is when you're in, for instance, the first quadrant, it's just sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, and they're all positive. When you're in the second quadrant, it's sine 180 minus theta, that's positive. Okay, so you can say, for instance, sine 180 minus theta. Because sine is positive in the second quadrant, sine 180 minus theta is the same as normal sine theta. Okay, they're both positive. But if you think of cos 180 minus theta, you're going to say it's negative cos theta. Because cos is negative in the second quadrant. When you see 180 minus theta, you know cos is negative. And the same for tan. Tan 180 minus theta is negative, so it becomes negative tan theta. Okay, so that's these three. And now when you go into the third quadrant, you're going to have, for instance, sine 180 plus theta. So in third quadrant, sine is negative here, so there's negative sine theta. Cos 180 plus theta is negative cos theta. Tan 180 plus theta is tan theta, it's positive. And the last one is 360 minus theta, cos is positive here. So cos 360 minus theta is cos theta, but sine 360 minus theta and tan 360 minus theta becomes negative sine and negative tan because they are negative in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so that's one of the basics to remember from grade 11.